Good evening, Secoya Nation. This is Dr. Schilling bringing you today's thought for the day. And it's approaching, dark 30 here. And I realized that I haven't brought a thought for the day yet today. So here we are. Question is, what do you regret this more than what you've done in the past? And what would that be? What can you think of you might have regret for more than the things you've done in the past? And that is the things you haven't done. So I heard an example recently about if you had only had 10 years to live, and in order for you to pass, if you will, pass on, transition to the next life or to the afterlife, or sit at the right hand of the Father, whatever your plan is, what would have to happen during those 10 years to have it be a regret-free life? Okay, so what would you have to do? What would you have to make amends with? What would you have to part with as far as identities or past things and stuff like that? So the question is, what would it look like? What would it look like for you? What would you have to do over the next 10 years or make amends for? And then you can condense that down. What would happen if you only had 3 years to live? What would you have to do over those next 3 years to make it a regret-free life? That's a tough thing to say. Then coming down even further, what would have to happen over 1 year span if you were going to have a regret-free life? If you were going to pass in 1 year, what would that look like for you? What would a regret-free life look like in 1 year? And then you can bring it down to 3 months and basically keep chopping it down to say, what do I need to do now? What do I need to do action-wise to get rid of the regrets? Because we can't change the past. So if you're regretting what you did in the past, you're just living in the past. So the question is, what do you want to do now in order to have a regret-free life? What are the things you've been putting off? What are the things you've been explaining away? What are the things you've been talking about with others but you've never taken action on? So keep that in mind and take this to heart, because ultimately we don't regret the things we've done in the past so much as we regret at the end the things we haven't done. Some people, I think it was Les Brown, I think, quoted at one point, I don't think it was original to him, but he was talking about how when you're on your deathbed, like the ghosts of dreams of the past come and they start haunting you and they say, we gave you our dreams and you let them die. So that's sort of a strong metaphor, but the same idea is like, what dream do you have in your heart? What things do you get excited about doing but you're holding back from doing? What would tomorrow look like if you let go of all regrets of the things you haven't done and you started getting busy on doing those things? So I hope this has been thought-provoking. I hope that your wheels are turning, and I hope you're kind of getting a sense of where have I held back from doing what I want to do? What is that for me? Okay, so use that information for yourself and to grow as an individual and to make it be an intentional life and just get busy living, because the alternative is get busy dying, and I think you want to live. So enjoy it, be mindful, be meaningful, be intentional in your life, and with that you can do the things you've been avoiding and you have no regrets. Okay? Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.